be red by the end of the day. If you feel alright, we can throw it in drive. With the radio well so loud they can hear us from miles.
5 minutes in.
Nothing to do. These days they come and go. Me and you, nothing to lose. I feel it in my soul. So let's let the good times roll.
Hey, Captain Papa.
What's up, Super Tizzle?
Where are we off to today and what have we been up to?
Well, what have we been up to? So, really, we set the last couple of days in place just avoiding the cold. Moving to the cold. And we did not do, so Sunday we just really hung out and watched the football games. Saturday, what did we do Saturday? We did nothing on. No, Saturday we hung out and worked on putting that video together is what we did Saturday.
Yeah. I think Saturday and Sunday we're mostly just hanging at the trailer doing paperwork or
Doing stuff.
working on videos or...
But anyway, today is Monday and today is moving day and we are headed to Fort Davis State Park.
Today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
Well, all right, there's that. But anyway, it's moving day. So I thought about it earlier, and we should have made a. I kind of thought about it too late, but we should have made a moving day video of what it takes to load up.
Yeah.
On moving day, maybe when we're only going to be at the Fort Davis State Park for 3 days, and maybe when we leave there, we'll make that video. But our plans have been altered by bad timing because it's cold, and we originally were going towards Carlsbad and Roswell and all that, but it'd be snowing and over there, and we ain't trying to play in the snow.
Nope, so we're going to drop down through El Paso and Las Cruces and cruise across Arizona that way.
We're going to miss some things, but at some point we're going to be dropping this trailer and headed home, and we might be able to catch a couple of those things either on our way home or on our way back to the trailer. We might get maybe one or two going home and one or two coming back.
Yeah.
So we might still get that stuff worked in. Just going to be a matter of where we end up dropping this trailer when it's time to go home. But we'll see.
Yep.
So that's what we're up to, man.
Yep, we're heading to Davis Mountain Park, and there is a observatory there so that we can see stars really cool. And then Pops wanted to go see Marfa, Texas. There is supposedly some cool lights that will follow you around if you're lucky.
We talked to some people in Terra Lingua too, some of the locals, and they said, they said you may go and see them. You know, you may show up there tonight and you might see them. You may show up there 5 times and not see them, but we're gonna see if we can catch the Marfa lights.
Yep. All right. Well, beauty and blessings for now. Here's the road that we're on, the road to nowhere. Just kidding. We're going to Alpine, but there's a whole lot of nothing going on out here, and has been for a long time.
So we stopped in Marfa for dinner, and we found this tiny little Mexican restaurant, and it was great. But this burrito was the hottest burrito I've ever eaten in my life, and I was struggling with indigestion shortly after, and for most of the night, which you will hear in the next part of the night video.
Hey, Captain Papa, you want to tell these people what us crazies are up to right now?
Yeah. All right. So here we go. We are out in the middle of nowhere between Marfa and Alpine, viewing the Marfa lights. And there was a couple other people here, and we are actually seeing quite a lot of them and a lot of activity tonight. So it's definitely something It's definitely different. Like, we're sitting in the truck warming up right now because it's really cold, and we were watching them. But even sitting here in the truck, we saw some appear and disappear, which it's weird. They just kind of appear. They may move a little bit. They mostly stationary, but they flicker a little bit, and then they just go away. So
yeah, it is kind of crazy.
It is kind of different, and it's not any one particular place we're seeing them. Like, there's this little observatory deal, and they're all over the place out there.
I'm going to take some footage of the little viewing area they have set up, and I'm going to see if I can catch some of them, but I don't know how well my phone will actually get them. So,
well, and yeah, the other side of it is we did come back. Like, you can't see nothing out there right now, but we did drive by here earlier in the daytime, and there ain't nothing else out there. To be there's like, I mean,
field.
It's field. There's
desert.
There's nothing.
And more desert. This is the desert that the guy was riding through, and his horse just dropped dead.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But that's what we're doing.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and get some footage. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
How well you guys will be able to see what we've got here. Ooh, shoot. With that, you ain't seeing crapola. There's like a little... They have a little area here where you can go to the bathroom, hang out, and hopefully see some of these lights. And then there's other people out here.
So this was just one small example of one of the lights we had seen through the night, and we've seen a lot of them. I couldn't even tell you a number, but there was a lot.
Oh, that was moving to the right for me. Yo, what's going on?
So, you want to tell our friends where we're going to do today? Where we're at?
Where we're going to do today.
What we're going to do today and where we're at.
Right now we are at the historical site, the Fort Davis historical site. And that's what we're doing right now. We're checking out the old historical Fort Davis. Like, this thing right here was a wiki-ups, an Apache wiki-ups. Looks pretty weatherproof. Probably didn't get any snow or rain in there. This is an Apache wiki-up. Cool. A little later we may take a hike. We may do a bike. I'm not sure what's going on this afternoon, but right now she can pan around and kind of show you. We're doing we're checking this old stuff out. Checking out history, man. That's what we're doing.
More pictures and video to come. Beauty and blessings, fellers.
So today we visited the Fort Davis Historical Site, which is a well-preserved 19th century military post in West Texas, established in 1854 to protect travelers and trade routes along the San Antonio-El Paso Road. Reoccupied after the Civil War, it was home to the Buffalo Soldiers, who played an important role during the Indian Wars. The fort closed in 1891 and is now a historical site, which it has a lot of things that they have preserved very well, and other things that are ruins. You're going to have to use your imagination, look at the diagram. There's also some really cool facts, and there is a few trails that you can actually hike while you're there. So if you're ever in the area, it's definitely something cool to go see. We enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Peace.
was some cool buildings from the town of Fort Davis with their courthouse, the jail, and the church. And then we had caught some audads out here on the side of a mountain inside the state park. Audads are, they were exotic species brought in for exotic hunting from South Africa, and then they've got out of control. They're kind of like feral hogs at this point.
Hey, Captain Papa.
What is up?
You want to tell everybody what we're up to today?
Yep, we are at the Chihuahuan Desert Nature Center and Botanical Garden. We're fixing to do this right here. See, I got my walking stick. We're fixing to do a 2 2.25 mile hike, and then we're gonna go and check out the greenhouse and the botanical gardens and whatnot. It's a little cool today, a little windy. It's a little light wind, but the wind is chilly. So we got the hoodie, we're prepared. We came here yesterday, but we weren't really prepared. We didn't know about it. So we came back today and here we go. Let's do it.
Off we go. Give you a little, this is the nature center here. And voila bing, here we go. We'll be back with you in a bit.
The ADJD is always taking lots of pictures, and today at the Chihuahuan Desert Nature Center was no exception. See if you can find the prophylactid cacti up in this bunch. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Going down kind of into a little bit of a canyon here. Y'all hear me breathing a little heavy. It's because the altitude has been getting to me the last couple of days. For those of you that don't know, we are in the mountains, and here in Fort Davis, we are only a couple 100 feet different than Denver, Colorado. So, if y'all didn't know there was mountains in Texas, you do now. We're just gonna give you a little pan back around here. So, what do you think so far of this here little trail we're on?
I think it's pretty cool. I like
the way it's going here is pretty nice, huh?
Yeah. I'm excited. She said there was a cool overlook that we could.
This is a pretty cool view right here, to be honest. I mean,
yeah.
All right, carry on. All right, we've been slowly descending down into this canyon. You can see there it's still a pretty good ways down if the camera does that any kind of adjustments, but you can look out here. It's a pretty awesome view right here. It's a pretty cool little hike so far. Well, it's looking up again. Camera never does these things justice, but we had finally made it to the bottom of the canyon here, or as far to the bottom that the trail takes us. And there's a little spring down here. I'm sure there's plenty of animals that come down here to drink. But now we are headed back up. So here goes. All right, we've come back out of the canyon. We're back up on one of the hills headed up. Just give you a quick view of back through the canyon. There's where we came from. Up over the top of that hill, the other side is where we went down into the canyon. came out right back there. And we're going to be headed that way there. I've been to the edge. And there I stood and looked down. We've made it to our highest summit for the day. There's a little platform up here with all kinds of little signs. I'll give you a quick little tour of those. 5220 is what we're at, just right at, I mean, we're 60 foot short of Denver, Colorado. There's the signs, and then I'll come up, give you a view around from this peak. You can see Fort Davis way out there in the distance. I don't know about if you can really see, but way 20 miles out there is the observatory. Two white things on top of the hill. Just pan around over here for you. If I sound like I'm out of breath, that's because I'm out of breath. So, there we go. Now you know we got to get back down this hill. Super Dizzle's over here getting pictures of all the signs, the explanations. We'll see you back down there at the bottom. All right, guys, so we've made it to the back of the botanical garden to the Cactus Museum. So I'll give you a quick view of this. Cactus everywhere. This place has every cactus that is in the Chihuahuan Desert in this greenhouse back here. We'll just give you a quick video here of some of the cactus that's outside. Come around. I like that one over there. That's a cool looking cactus right there. Let's see. This thing right here. That's cool. I like these. I don't know what they are. This thing I'm sure will tell me. All right. Well, that was cool. Let me get you inside. Maybe. Oh, here we are. Doggy hitching post. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of cactus going on in here. Let's go. Holy moly. I'm just going to get y'all a quick view here. I ain't going to be trying to explain all these cactus, that's for sure. There's lots of them, but like I said a while ago, this is supposedly every form of cactus that is throughout all of the Chihuahuan Desert. And the Chihuahuan Desert is huge. It's, I believe, the largest desert in North America. I believe is what I read. I could be wrong about that. But you can look it up and see. So, wow, that's a lot of different things trying to stick you is what's going on here. There's a whole lot of different things trying to poke you.
These ones right here, these are some of my favorites.
All right, so there you have it. All right, here we are again at the McDonald Observatory. But see that right there, people? That's why the aliens don't mess with us. We zap them out of the air with that right there. We spent our last night at the McDonald's Observatory. That's right, I took Super Dizzle to McDonald's for date night. Anyway, it was a really cool star party, and we got to look through some cool telescopes, high-powered telescopes. Well, we appreciate you watching. If you could do us a big favor, hit that like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next week. Thanks.